Alright, the hour is upon us to begin Barbarossa. We're looking good on fuel. Well, I don't know. It's not fantastic, but surely we'll make do. Uh, let me, go to save games here. Paste this on desktop, I suppose. Yeah, we're not gonna need that. We're not gonna need that whatsoever. We're fine. But, you know, gonna put these planes up. We're doing the historical date, so 22nd. So 21st here. I'll put up my planes. Uh, Feeling pretty good about that. It's 3,200 plus 300, that's 3,500, that's how many we have. Right. Everyone's active and everyone's got their plan or mission. Let's spread out these close air supports as well. 300, that's quite a bit. Maybe you go to Warsaw. Huh. Yeah, alright. That is air. That is definitely air. Yeah, we're gonna get bombed in the west. Don't worry about it. Doesn't matter. Who cares? Skill issue. Ah, just a couple hours before we're gonna declare the war. We'll have that. So we can store up a little bit. Alright. The time is now. We're losing that planning bonus. We could have probably put them on like individual plans to really min-max and get that. I frankly don't care enough for the sake of this run. This is sort of a test run anyway, just to show you what we're doing here, and gonna declare war here. Not gonna call in allies. Well, I hope I'm not forgetting anything. I did forget something. Manpower. Boom. Boom. Now everyone's happy, and we will face no problems whatsoever. Hopefully. Alright. So, I know I'm immediately breaking this, but try not to send your divisions more than 2 provinces, well, more than 1 province even, really, at a time. You are going to end up, oh, I don't want all of you guys. 2. You are going to end up in situations where you arrive in a province, lose 23% of your org. We got a ton of modifiers reducing how much you lose, and you're still losing about a quarter of your org just from moving into a province. So you're going to get situations where you move into a province, and you have 0 org, you get clicked, and you immediately are forced to retreat. And you're not only retreating, which is costing you precious time, but when you lose those instant battles, where it's not really even a battle, because if you actually click on the battle as soon as it pops up, you'll see your tank won't even make it into combat, and yet you're going to lose a lot of manpower and equipment. So it is a massive penalty to mismanage your org like that. So you can't just ignore org because you have high stats. Quite to the contrary, you really need to respect the org. And at second glance, probably should have put more tanks here so I could support this, but because this doesn't border this one, but that borders this one. Let's go this way. Here we go. Fantastic. So, gonna push along this line. Let's motorize that. Motorize this too. Why not? Yeah, you already have 3 there. Yeah, I kind of should have put more tanks down here. Because you want 3 attacking from a single direction, and then at least 1 for each flank, so that you're filling the combat with. But here, yeah, I'm not getting any of that flanking. Yeah, that looks... Actually, N, no, M. No, that just hides the enemy. Well, that still reduces some of the clutter. Yeah, that's generally how we're going to start it. Let's put this down to 2-speed. I'm not going to micro super intensely, but I think I said this in the last one. I am going to micro the start of Barb pretty closely. You could definitely do a lot crazier, but I'm just going to do what I think is pretty much the bare minimum to ensure a strong Barb. And wow, look at those stats. See, that's nice. That is quite good. So, yeah, we gotta roll the Soviets here. Air. Yeah, cast. Yeah, we're getting cast. Doing a bit of cast damage, a little bit. Come on. Actually, let's go here. You pin them. Alright. Keep an eye on everything. You want to keep it moving. Although, you don't want to keep it moving too much. You want to make sure your tanks are actually getting time to reorg. So like this guy, alright, he's at full org. He can keep moving. Let's move him. If you have nothing else to do with them, like right now, we could try going for encirclement here. What are these guys doing? These guys are kind of going that direction already, so let's actually go for this encirclement. That will require us to send one of these guys, and that should do it. Typically, in order to guarantee an encirclement, you'll want to do sort of a double encirclement. So I'll want to do this, and then one of these guys, maybe up here. So, you know, if they beat us here, there's going to be a little bit of a fight, and while that fight's going on, this guy's going to go around, and so we're still guaranteed to get the encirclement. And on the other hand, if we get here first, and, you know, we get the successful encirclement, this guy's going to go around, and he's just going to make it a broader encirclement, and it's going to be harder for them to break out of it. So, it's a preferable strategy. The only thing is it means you will need enough tanks to actually manage that. So, it's not always feasible. Like here, double development, not really necessary. But maybe I'll kind of go for it anyway, just so I can grab more land. Yeah. We do not have very much We're running these guys over quickly.
Angetreten. Alright. Achtung.
Where are you going?
Angetreten.
Yeah, do that.
Achtung.
Y'all are stopped here. What are you doing?
Ausrücken. Ausrücken.
Follow the railroad. Thank you. I'll keep 3 of you going that way. 2 of you, I suppose, will just do that. And then 1 of you
Ausrücken.
can go for something of an encirclement here. Yeah. Let's motorize this. Make sure you guys are getting supply.
Achtung.
Stop moving.
Achtung.
Alright, yeah, let's push up here, cut them off ASAP.
Ausrücken.
Where are these guys retreating? Hopefully over there. Looks like that's probably where
Alright.
they're going.
Angetreten.
We have enough guys working on closing that pocket.
Ausrücken.
Yeah, let's go north here.
Befehle.
Oh, look at that. Portable fuel cans. Hopefully we still have enough supply right now that they can take advantage of that and pump up their fuel reserves before we get to really nasty territory. Yeah, see, 130 days right now. Yeah, I'm gonna neglect fuel tax. I'm gonna go for, oh, yeah, radio. Sure, radio towers or whatever.
Befehle.
Radar. That's what they're called.
Bereit.
Yeah, see? Double encirclement. They almost broke out of this one, but that's alright. Now there's a battle there. That's gonna give this guy time. He's really slow. Air superiority's red. No. Unacceptable. Yeah, we're melting their air force though. This is not sustainable for them. Here we go. More fighters.
Angetreten.
Come on. They're low. They're low on fuel. Why are they beating us?
Angetreten.
This is stupid.
Angetreten.
Gonna have to go for triple encirclement.
Achtung.
Who's going
Angetreten.
this way?
Angetreten.
What is going on?
Befehle.
Who are you? Oh, you're behind them.
Angetreten. Bereit.
He's gonna pin them here now. We're gonna go
Angetreten.
around again. Oh, that's a lot of tanks. I don't want them to escape. One day in 18 hours on 1 day in 2 hours, right? Oh, yeah. 21 hours.
Bereit.
Huh.
Achtung.
So,
Befehle.
this is scuffed. So we're gonna do a quadruple encirclement, I suppose.
Befehle.
Or whatever we're at now.
Bereit. Achtung. Bereit.
Yeah, let's keep these guys moving.
Bereit.
Let's finish this pocket off real quick.
Angetreten.
So we can get all those tanks back in action.
Ausrücken. Befehle. Achtung.
Man, this is scuffed. Oh, right,
Angetreten.
before I forget, set infantry battle plan to aggressive. This will prevent this issue. where they're not moving up because they're scared of running out of supply.
Achtung!
Come on. Yeah, we're gonna get all these guys in circles, but I want those tanks.
Befehle! Bereit! Rückzug!
Okay. Check on all our tanks.
Angetreten!
You three, kill that dude.
Bereit!
You can't take on that many guys. Maybe you could, but
Bereit!
it'd be a bit of a slog, so not gonna do that. Just keep moving. Break the river line.
Bereit!
Follow the railroad. Get as many of those supply hubs as we can. Yeah, some of these suck. Rodom to Lublin. That one's a few more days. Yeah, these conversion times can be brutal. So we're just gonna have to suffer through it. But the division supply modifiers we've been picking up through our doctrines, those are gonna really help a lot. So hopefully our guys can store up enough supply that they'll survive until these supply hubs they take are operational and
Befehle!
able to resupply our troops.
Angetreten!
No point
Befehle!
going into that empty tile, you've already killed them.
Angetreten! Bereit!
Keep moving.
Ausrücken!
Could go for more uniforms. Always love more uniforms. Recon equipment, sure. Let's make sure that's all upgraded. I probably could even go even less on Sturmpanzer. We have quite a large stockpile actually. And I really want to upgrade my Stugs. Although they use more engine capacity, so. Huh. Well, it's the price we pay. Do we need this anymore? Kinda. Almost no. Yeah, let's build some more of these, then we can get rid of that. Yeah, look at that. It's very easy to forget about guys like that.
Bereit!
Just get up somewhere. Get up there.
Zeigt es ihnen!
Surely I'm not going to get any of my divisions encircled when I make an overly ambitious attempt at an encirclement like this. Come on, just die. How are these guys escaping? This is going in the history books.
Angetreten!
This is the downfall of the Operation Barbarossa.
Befehle!
8 hours. Are you guys going up there?
Ausrücken!
You guys aren't gonna beat him there. Dang it!
Achtung!
They failed me.
Angetreten!
Let's go for the double envelopment. I don't know what's going on here.
Angetreten!
But
Befehle!
that will that is an envelopment. Gonna need something there.
Bereit!
Generally, it's not good to push right through these marshes, but if they're all dead, who cares? Just slows your movement down a little bit, and gotta get through it somehow. So. Yeah, it's a suicide attack. But even so, we got stats. Yeah, now we have too much green air over here. Oh, we don't need anything on Warsaw anymore, so all these guys. Uh, you guys go here. Great.
Achtung! Angetreten!
Retreating across the river, that'll slow them down, please. Yes.
Befehle! Bereit! Bereit! Achtung!
Alright. It's been actually a little over a week, but progress report, we've lost 2,000 men. They've lost 1 million. Good start.
Achtung!
Not the best, but good.
Bereit!
And because I'm not trying to minimize losses like I normally do, normally
Ausrücken!
my gameplay consists of
Ausrücken!
trying to get below 50,000 casualties for the entire war. But because I don't care about that,
Bereit!
for the purposes of this, because I think that's just frankly silly,
Angetreten!
we can use our infantry actually. And I don't know how much it's going to help, but it can help in a circumstance like this at least. Still wouldn't recommend being too
Suchen Deckung!
gung-ho about using your infantry, as they are still valuable. So you don't want to just throw away manpower and equipment like that. I mean, the equipment, honestly, not too big of a deal to throw away. It's pretty cheap, easily replaceable. But the manpower, not so much. I mean, 500,000. That's actually a lot better than I expected, considering we are. Oh, I could go up. Not going to right now. Maybe I will. Yeah, I will. Considering we actually decreased the bracket, I thought we'd be struggling even more right now, but that's fine by me, actually. We're getting that division recovery rate. Great stuff. We did forget to do this. So let's do that now. That's basically just going to help our org quite a bit. And recovery rate, I believe. So that's good, because that all those modifiers we were getting for reducing, those guys are already retreating there. We're not going to beat them, so let's
Angetreten!
try going. No, sorry, you already had a ton of progress there, but I want this.
Bereit!
There's not a lot of divisions there, but so.
Angetreten! Ausrücken! Angetreten! 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 Bereit! Befehle!
Some nice battles like that. Just mopped up 80k.
Achtung!
Oh, actually, there's 2 cav tanks. They're still retreating. They'll be there in a couple days.
Ausrücken!
Our infantry will probably beat them there. Not even gonna check. They'll get overrun.
Achtung!
I said I wasn't gonna check, and I'm just sitting there getting
Angetreten!
fixated on that. You're going around, right? Yes, you are. Great.
Bereit!
I hate over here. The air bases are so few and far in between. 300. Uh, have too much air here. Yeah, this is pretty much a dead zone. We don't need this anymore. 400. I'll send 400. Actually, this is in play right now. I'm gonna split you guys. Well, I don't know, I just did this. To lower Moldavia. This one, go here. You guys don't have the range, move up. Supply. Yeah, there's a lot to pay attention to for Barb. Supply, air, I am inevitably gonna forget about some of it, so I'm not that great at micro, so it's not like you're gonna have a super high bar to match if you're trying to follow along. Alright, this is, look how desperate I'm trying to get this encirclement, and it's just not happening, but surely here it's gonna happen. These guys are already retreating, or is there about to be combat? I can't really tell. You can tell with infantry because they like limp away, but I don't know if there's any other tells. Alright, yeah, you're hopefully gonna be able to cut them. No, no you're not. Well, we tried. Pskov. Yeah, and most of the border is free right now. So, yeah, just try to keep these railways open. How much longer until it's 4 days? 5 days for that. Yeah, I can't see the level, but it looks like a level 1, and I think this is a level 2 maybe, so that's going to increase supply quite a bit. One pro tip with supply, ports instantly give supply. They don't need to be converted like supply hubs. Don't know why that is. Honestly, I feel like supply in Hoi 4 is one of the dumbest mechanics. It could be pretty cool, but it just seems very poorly thought out. And so stuff like that doesn't really make sense, but we can take advantage of it. So we can just make a stupid rush for this, and we'll be certain that as soon as we get there, we'll have supply. We could actually raid or convoy escort in here to protect our supply lines, because those Soviet subs are going to go after us, but that is going to use up supply and or fuel, and I'm not sure if that's the best use of fuel. Yeah, see here, this is a place where I frequently have an early game fumble because infantry just takes a while to get in there unless you're microing it manually. But like I said, I'm not that insane usually, so I'm not going to do that. Sick, wait. That could go through that too. 1 day and 9 hours. 6 hours. Alright, yeah. Unless... No, you're closer, but... Across the river. Don't want to let these guys get away. So I'm really playing on the spacebar here. I have it at a low speed, so when I unpause, it's still moving quite slow. Conf group. Let's go for this. It's a really nice one. Division speed, well, planning speed. Division supplies 48 hours. That's a lot. Recovery rate, soft attack, good stuff. Because early here, it is very crucial to do this very well. I'm not going to say it perfectly, because if you had to do it perfectly, I'd be microing the infantry right now. Battle planner is kind of retarded. What are they doing with all these infantry? Don't know. You can actually reduce some of that by decreasing the cohesion. I'm not going to go rigid because I want to make sure they actually fill all the gaps on the line, but I want less of this railroading back and forth from the furthest north and furthest south points. That's really annoying. Alright, make sure none of them cut us off here. And we're about to get this port. Let's take a breather once we get there, because our organization is quite low. Alright. On the home front, anything we can do? 4 days and we're going to get some more oil. Yeah, look at that. Fuel, hardly an issue. Alright, air. Issue. Green there. We're not really fighting here anymore. I'm surprised they have so many planes still here, but let's... I don't want to abandon that. Let's keep our air there. I want to move up though, elsewhere. 400 can move to... Oh shoot. 400. Well, I'll move 100 of you there, 100 here. You 300 there. Yeah, this is awkward. Air is just very awkward in Russia. It's nice that we have these heavy fighters. They have a lot more range versus regular fighters. So this is sort of what I was talking about when I was explaining in the very early parts why I picked these heavy fighters. You really have to micromanage a lot more intensely if you're using regular fighters. With heavy fighters here, though, I can kind of ignore it. Belarus, I don't care about the air. There's no combat. It'll still slow down our unit movement, so I care a little bit, but it's a low priority. Gonna let this guy recuperate a bit before I attack Kiev, and preferably get him some support. Oh, you're attacking me. Perfect. As soon as you're done, I'm gonna counterattack. You have 0 org. Easy win. Yes, thank you. So, that in Bilhorodnistrovsky, usually named provinces, it'll tell you, but I guess that was just Odessa. No, not even Odessa, that's Budjak. I don't know what that's about. Oh, I guess maybe it's not counted as a battle. Well, never mind then. Let's go. Yeah, our brilliant battle planner is going to designate a lot of infantry to encircle this empty space, so we need to manually move in there ASAP. Move in across here. We do need to take this railroad so it's connected. Like that. I don't know if we need 3 guys for that. They're pretty thin right now. So let's go that way. Sure, do that. Smolensk.
Angetreten. Ausrücken.
And then you're gonna go down south to Hommel.
Befehle.
You just sort of move up, keep things clearing out.
Bereit.
Whatever. You're moving up to the front. Good. Alright, now trucks. Yeah, we're using almost everything. So this is cutting it a bit close, but we can drop some of these ones like this. Not really doing anything. That just saved us 500 trucks, 750 trucks. I'll leave the rest for now. In fact, is there any increase? Maybe this one.
Bereit.
The supply's a little nasty in the middle here. And the south, but not much we're gonna do about the south. Can we just attack Kiev with this one dude? Oh, we need air. They're not really competing with us over here anymore. Can we squeeze 100 fighters somewhere other than that? Guess not. I'll do this one. You guys. There. Yeah, this eastern Poland is, or northern Poland is useless. That's not even a real pocket there anymore. Ah, there's one potential combat there. Yeah, I'm not.
Achtung. Angetreten.
Let's not.
Bereit.
Let's pin this guy. This guy will go around and try to help with this. That'd be a decent encirclement.
Angetreten.
Sure, just move.
Bereit.
You move as well. 300. Oh, perfect. You guys move up there. Oh, perfect. 500 cast. You guys move up there. Yeah, it's gonna be hard for you guys to keep up here.
Angetreten. Angetreten.
10 hours. Dang nabbit.
Ausrücken. Angetreten.
Alright.
Angetreten. Angetreten.
Sure, let's move here. Cut them off.
Angetreten.
About to have 2 ports here. They're about to be... Yeah, this is a really nice encirclement. Yeah, now they're gonna have no supply. It's about to fall apart for them. Completely.
Ausrücken.
Let's clear the area around Kiev.
Zeigt es ihnen. Achtung.
Where is everyone
Achtung.
going? So maybe I pick up some of these railroads here.
Angetreten. Ausrücken.
Let's go to this one. Like that. So that's
Achtung.
sort of the general spirit of what we're doing. Let's go over the top here. Making encirclements very aggressively and
Achtung.
following railway lines. That's basically what we're going to be doing this entire time. Trying to make sure we're not forgetting about supply, not forgetting about air. And we should be good. Honestly, it doesn't look horrible here. I don't know if motorizing this will reach. Not really. Yeah. Alright. Trains, not that many needed.
Achtung. Befehle.
Here you can sort of scroll through real fast, see if anyone's just sitting there with... If anyone's got maximum entrenchment, you know they've probably been doing nothing.
Ausrücken.
They need some movement orders. See, this is a bug that can happen. If you
Ausrücken.
get to a province before them, I think it occurs if the province they're in doesn't have any of your troops in it. but it's really stupid because that just means you need an extra troop in every province before you move up if you're attempting to overrun, which is very rarely, well, I shouldn't say very rarely, but not always feasible. It's not uncommon for it to be not a possibility, even in places like this where we have a lot of
Bereit.
units. It's just not always possible with the small time frame that you have for an overrun. And if I had overrun them, say, here, I'd moved here into this province, and I would have overrun them,
Zeigt
they'll
es
be here
ihnen!
attacking me. And because I just
Zeigt
moved into
es
this
ihnen!
province, I'm going to lose org. Because of that, I might be at 0 org already and instantly lose the battle. What happens then is this division just becomes normal again. It seizes control of this province. My division lost the battle, but it has nowhere to retreat because this one is now their control. And so you get instantly deleted. It's really stupid, and I've lost a lot of divisions that way. So, not a ton you can do to avoid it. It's very, very difficult to catch it before it happens. Um, and all I can say is just try to keep an eye on your org. That's the best way to avoid it. So that if it does happen, like here, you stand a better chance of not instantly getting clicked and dying.
Bereit.
Because usually your division's better than theirs. Should be fine in a 1-on-1 or even 2-on-1 or 3-on-1, however many are retreating, because they're usually not in great shape after
Achtung!
losing the initial battle.
Angetreten!
Keep this up. But if you don't have org, they can just not have a fight and you instantly surrender and you just lost
Achtung!
an elite tank division to some peasants that were in the middle of retreating.
Ausrücken!
Yeah, this is brutal. What is this? Supply penalty? Oh, man.
Los, ausrücken!
Yeah, I'm gonna stop that. Yeah, 160 men lost there, 3 tanks. Yikes. Feels bad. But,
Bereit!
yeah, you're moving good directions, yes.
Angetreten!
Uh,
Achtung!
we have some guys going for Hummel. Hmm. Well, you could
Angetreten!
just go here for this airbase, and I guess
Ausrücken!
you'll go for that airbase.
Achtung!
This is an encirclement here, by the way. These don't connect, so
Angetreten!
that's a nice spot to get one.
Angetreten!
I don't want to leave the port unguarded, so let's hit these guys. They seem very timid at first. Like here, they could obviously just push and wipe me out, but don't get overconfident
Angetreten!
because very quickly they'll start making such
Befehle!
plays like here. But that's sort of a futile let. No, it's not, because those connect. But hopefully we'll just go around them and
Angetreten!
extend this encirclement to include their tank. So yeah, don't
Bereit!
get too bold with your encirclements. Keep a constant eye on them,
Befehle!
because you don't want to lose divisions.
Greift weiter
40
an!
divisions sounds like a lot. Maybe, maybe it doesn't. But if you just start throwing them away for stupid little things like that, it's gonna really cost you. Alright, let's grab this 8.8 centimeter. Great cannon.
Bereit! Achtung!
Oh, great.
Befehle!
Kiev fell. So, yeah. Let's try doing that directive.
Achtung!
If you haven't seen that before, I'm surprised we didn't get something for Kiev. Maybe you only get it for the other 3 cities. It's just, as soon as you declare the war, you have 180 days or whatever to take those 4 cities, and if you complete it, allegedly it will give you 10 war support. I don't think it actually gives you the war support. But in addition to this one, once you get close to the three big cities, Moscow, Stalingrad, Leningrad, you get I think 120-day timer starts ticking down. And if you fail to take the city in that much time, you lose 10 war support. If you succeed, it says it will give you 10 war support, but you don't actually get any. And it says they'll lose 10 war support, but they don't appear to actually lose any either. So the benefit is a lie. The real benefit is just you're not getting the penalty, which will actually happen. So keep those in mind. You're highly incentivized to go fast
Achtung!
with those things, which they don't even really need to incentivize it with that
Bereit!
because you already are strategically incentivized to because you're outmatched in terms of industry and manpower.
Angetreten!
You need the war to be over quickly.
Bereit!
Oh, we never took
Los!
that.
Los! Los!
Whoops.
Achtung!
You gotta go back, make sure that's connected.
Ausrücken!
Let's get aggressive. Why not?
Befehle!
It's not like we're gonna lose tanks. Surely that won't happen.
Befehle!
Yeah, look at this. It's free. It's open. Their army's dead. Surely they'll never recover from this. But they will. So we need to make the most of this. Continue the encirclements. Actually, just go here. They're just watching themselves get encircled. Cool. They don't care.
Achtung!
Ah, stop it. Get out of my way. Oh yeah, air. Forgot about that. I stopped putting up air here, and they brought air back. We have 500 CAS here. I'm not gonna pull air out of here. This is actually important. Latvia, I will. And I'll move Latvia planes down somewhere. Yeah, I guess that's the only place we really need it. To get that glorious
Angetreten!
green air. Oh, it's up here, but who cares about here?
Bereit! Los! Los! Los!
We don't have org, and I want to get org so we can clean this up.
Bereit! Bereit!
Yeah, we need to clean up quick here. This guy's moving in here.
Achtung! Befehle! Achtung!
You'll just chop this and circle
Befehle!
it. You'll help him chop it.
Achtung! Ausrücken!
You're gonna broaden this spearhead.
Ausrücken! Bereit! Ausrücken! Befehle! Achtung! Ausrücken! Achtung! Achtung! Bereit!
Great. Fantastic work.
Ausrücken! Achtung!
Alright. We still have 40 tank divisions.
Angetreten!
Nothing lost yet.
Achtung! Befehle!
Oh, we got Hummel. That one can sometimes be annoying to take.
Ausrücken!
We're 4 days away from a month in. If I remember to check, we'll check at a month in.
Ausrücken!
Casualties, progress. How long are we in? 50 minutes! Wow. Time flies when you're,
Achtung!
I don't know, something.
Angetreten!
Move up here. We got that org.
Achtung!
Got that org we wanted. 1 day away. Hopefully that's 1 day, or maybe 2 days. Because
Bereit!
not only the railroad's connecting it, but the supply hub itself has to convert, but it doesn't tell you how long it'll take, so you just kind of have to guess based on these ones. So we probably took it before this one, after this one, so it's between 1 and 2 days. So it's 1 or 2 days.
Bereit! Bereit!
Here,
Bereit!
sort of take a step back and we can look at movement. See, we're getting bogged down a little bit, but so far not too bad. We're keeping the front mostly fluid still. Though it's slowing down a bit, we're still making good progress. Don't worry about closing this pocket instantly. It's going to take a while. This is a rough one to close, especially with these mountains. Slovakia doesn't care, I guess, but you should care.
Bereit!
It's not worth the manpower rushing to close it.
Bereit!
Due to the shape of it, and due to the fact well, if you didn't call these guys in, you don't really need that much manpower to cover it. It's actually favorable to just leave it alone, I think, and just keep plowing ahead. When and if you get bogged down later, you can sort of turn your attention over here, kill them off, maybe over the winter. Or, you know,
Angetreten!
if we're lucky enough to, or skilled and very awesome enough to capitulate them in the 41, we'll get to a point where we've taken like the main 3 cities and they have nothing left opposing us, and we're just walking forward, and at that point we can turn some of our attention over here and finish them off.
Bereit!
That's not what we're gonna do. I'll close this pocket though.
Vorwärts, Männer!
Nope, stop it, stop it, stop it, stop it, stop it.
Ausrücken!
Oh yes, walk into my encirclement.
Befehle! Bereit!
Yeah, Chisinau, that's a supply hub. It's not connected to anything, so it's not, well, it shouldn't provide supply for them, but Victory Point, that's still going to provide supply, so still want to take that.
Achtung!
Ah, not dying of lack of supply anymore. What are you missing though? Just manpower. Well,
Bereit! Ausrücken!
can we attack you? Sure.
Ausrücken!
Control right click, by the way, you can do a support attack, which you'll sometimes see during battle plans or AI doing it, which is where the unit will help in the battle, but will not be moving towards the province, and after the battle will not continue moving towards the province. So, that's ideal for a place like this, where we have this guy who we want to help in this battle, but we don't want him to leave this behind, because then the enemy can just walk through here. So we don't want to do that.
Befehle! Befehle! Ausrücken! Bereit!
Oh yeah, that's perfect.
Angetreten! Achtung! Ausrücken!
Yeah, it's not gonna happen. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. There we go.
Achtung! Ausrücken! Ausrücken! Achtung!
Nice encirclement. Dang, alright. cross a river with bad supply. Yeah, it's 1% supply.
Bereit.
That is not a smart attack, so we're not going to do that. That's a waste of manpower and equipment.
Befehle.
Look at that. Learning.
Befehle. Ausrücken.
We got this guy here. This isn't going to be connected to anything, but, oh wait, that's not a supply hub. Thought it was. Oops.
Achtung.
This, though, we can cut him off. Let's see if we can get to Leningrad. Sometimes it's empty, and you can just go right in. Otherwise, it's a nightmare to take. It's a massive fort there, and you're attacking over a river, and it's already a metropolis, which is already very painful to attack. So, yeah, that's quite something when we get to it.
Bereit.
This is disgusting to look at.
Angetreten.
Alright,
Achtung.
just letting me do it.
Ausrücken. Angetreten. Ausrücken.
Okay.
Achtung. Ausrücken. Bereit.
This guy's good on org.
Ausrücken.
Alright, chop chop. Ooh. Nice work, Stug. Oh, I forgot, but we paused like 2 hours after exactly 1 month, so I'll have a look at that. Let's look at my assault guns though. Just over half are the Stug 4. So we need another 1,000. Producing 7 a day, so yeah, that's not a bad rate. Surely we have a lot in stockpile though of the Stug 3, so we're not, yeah, we're perfectly fine. Yeah, we're surplus of 2.6 a day, is that? Or a week? I don't know, but we're not losing. Honestly, if we wanted to micro a bit crazier, our industry, we could do this. Because, well, these guys are doing fine, and I want these guys. We need more tank assembly plants, but they're on the way. Yeah, want to clear up a lot of these. This front line is looking disgusting.
Befehle.
It's like when someone pours a water bottle in space. Norwegian submarine. Cool.
Bereit. Bereit.
How are you doing on supply? Still
Bereit.
abysmal. What do you think you're doing moving out of here?
Achtung. Bereit.
Please give me supply. Someone. Anyone. Yeah, look at this. We can turn off a lot of these. Taking a lot of our motorized. Did we get the effects of these yet? No. Another 70 days. Well, yeah, that sucks. We're really not going to get those until after the most important part of the war is over. So, yeah, you should hopefully be a little more with it than I was. Yeah, that doesn't have the range to reach these guys. We really need just... Well, I can try this. Yeah, that helps. These guys, though. Man, they're pushing fast, and we do not have supply.
Befehle.
We could try getting closer to Moscow. We're not going to walk into Moscow free. That just is not going to happen. So we can either hold here, consolidate, make sure we get supply, and then as soon as we get supply in a couple of weeks, launch a second wave and just ride that supply we start with until we've pushed them, you know, past this point. That might be the smart thing to do. I don't know if I've done that before, but I think that's
Bereit.
probably smart instead of just trying to blindly push forward with zero supply until we're physically
Ausrücken.
stopped.
Bereit.
Yeah, we need to cut these guys off. Get this supply. Ooh, yes, some supply. It's enabling. Stuff like this. Where is this getting supply from? Oh, the river maybe. How does river supply work? I don't know. I should probably know that before I make a guide. Alright. I guess certain rivers can transport supply though. Kiev, up to Homel. Yeah, so that's providing 20 to these. So, why isn't it providing to Smolensk then? I don't know. It doesn't make sense.
Achtung.
Get out of here. Oh, I forgot about air. Yeah. 400. Where are we going? Oh, there we go. 300. Menu. Smolensk there. Here, we need guys over Leningrad and Novgorod. We don't need much over here. This is basically all quiet on the western front. Kind of. Mostly western. Yeah, we don't really need this anymore. Except you guys. Oh, I don't know which one of these I already took. I already used that one. Here we go. I don't think I sent anyone there. I hate managing here,
Befehle.
if you couldn't tell.
Angetreten.
Yeah, you guys are fine.
Bereit. Bereit. Befehle. Ausrücken. Ausrücken.
Encirclements.
Bereit.
I like to make them.
Achtung.
I like to close them.
Befehle.
Right, let's have a look here. Thank you, Finland. You are very helpful. They usually have a garrison. Yep. And if it's just one, and they attacked us here, we could counter-click them. But there's a second guy there.
Bereit.
Moving off. Interesting. Yeah, frequently after the Finns join the war, which they did just now,
Befehle.
the Soviets will
Ausrücken.
be rearranging a lot of their troops, and frequently you can find Leningrad empty. So that's the goal.
Angetreten.
We're just gonna wait, and hopefully things get better, and we can
Ausrücken.
just kill them. Easy. Walk in.
Bereit.
No fight.
Bereit.
Tula. Tula's a very important supply hub for taking Moscow. Moscow is, I mean, sometimes you get lucky and you
Achtung.
can take it without too much of a fight, but
Bereit.
troops spawn there, so you can get really brutal
Achtung.
circumstances sometimes.
Achtung. Bereit. Ausrücken.
Alright, when I said you need to micro the first part of Barb quite substantially, I didn't realize uh, that I meant this much, but yeah, I think this is pretty much a requirement. Um, it doesn't seem all that crazy to me until I'm recording it now. Now it seems like quite a bit, but trust me, it can get a lot worse.
Achtung.
This is not much infantry. Some people will do double this number of infantry, and they'll micro every single division as well as their
Achtung.
tanks. Granted, they usually have less tanks, but it's probably way more divisions total micromanaged. I've done even some games where I've micromanaged the infantry for Barb.
Achtung.
It performs a decent bit better. I find this is the best compromise position though, where you micro all the tanks, just frontline the infantry with some additional micro as needed, like, I'm gonna send this guy here. That will save you a lot of time and a lot of sanity, because if you try to save yourself more time by just doing battle plans, your performance is going to be abysmal. And I just realized either I'm having a stroke or I forgot to check the casualties at the 1 month mark. But I'll check them now at 1 month and 3 days. They have 2 million losses to us. We have 12,000 losses to them. That's pretty good. That's far from my best, but I'm also not.
Achtung.
I'm making a lot of mistakes, as you can tell. So hopefully you can do
Angetreten.
even better than that.
Bereit.
We'll see.
Bereit.
These guys need to clean up here. One of the problems with these pockets, if they're left unchecked, they can really mess with you. If they
Angetreten.
just walk into a province like this, they could screw me for a week or 2 weeks, because it takes 2 weeks to convert these. So you really want to pay a lot of attention to your logistics when it comes to these encirclements. Make sure, because a lot of them, like this one, it's out of the way. It's not too big of a deal to kill them quickly. They're not going to mess with your logistics. But some of them you get here and you're like, whatever, I'm going to close it later. I just want to keep pushing forward. And you don't realize they actually own a railroad that's cutting off your logistics. That happened to me my last campaign, and it nearly cost me dearly. I mean, it probably did cost me somewhat, but I think I caught it early enough that it wasn't completely devastating, but I don't remember where it was. Maybe around Bryansk or something. They had, oh, didn't look like that. It wasn't Kiev, but it looked something like Kiev, wherever it was. And there was this supply up here, it was coming up, railroad from the southwest, and they were occupying, like, right here. And I was not looking at the logistics map mode, so I didn't notice. I went around them like, nice encirclement, I'm going to keep going and I'm going to finish them off later. And I started getting bogged down with supply issues around like here, and I'm like, well, we have a supply hub here. How long until that's active? And then I noticed we had issues here. So my low supply tanks had to, crawl back over here, kill these guys, which was a much more difficult fight than it should have been because we didn't have fuel. And then I had to wait 2 weeks for it to convert, and then I was able to re restart my offensive. Um, Really, I had to wait even longer for it to pick up its full speed again, because the moment you get supply,
Angetreten.
your division supply starts going up, uh, but it's still penalized for a little while. So you still need to
Angetreten.
build that up. Or maybe you don't get the penalty when you have a source, but as soon as you lose that source, you'll start at that big penalty again. Versus if you had been in good supply for a long time, you have it stored up, you can go into low supply areas and be fine for, however long before you start getting issues. And so, yeah, that's something to keep an eye out for. So far, not looking too bad. I think I'm gonna stop this one here though, because it's been running a bit long. But yeah, 2 million Soviets gone in the first month. Not too bad. Summer's not that long though, and fall is pretty short. So want to make sure we clean this up before winter. If we don't capitulate them before winter, we at least want to make sure they are badly bruised enough that they're not going to hurt us over the winter. Because they get some winter offensives that can be pretty nasty. They get buffs to attacking you during the winter for like a month or so. Um, and we don't want to deal with that. That's going to bleed our manpower dry. So we're going to want to deal with that. And what else was there? Something I didn't mention. Oh, right. The reason I was doing another one of these, uh, that's a lot of civilian factories. Oh my gosh, that sucks. But if we capitulate them in 1941, all those will go to waste. That sucks. Don't really care that much. Uh, because if we don't capitulate them in 1941, that's going to be an extra, I think it's 1.5% surrender limit reduction per collab mission on the Soviets. So an extra 1.5% reduction would be really nice. Uh, if it's difficult enough that we don't capitulate them in 1941, we'll want all those percentages we can get. Uh, and if we do capitulate them in 1941, who cares? We lost 33 civs for 2 months, but the Soviets are dead, so we have the world's largest industry. So that's where I'm going to call this one. And yeah, hopefully we can finish this in the next one or maybe two. So I'll see you then.